Yeah. So, hello everyone. This is Jasmeet Bhatia, and today we have a very special guest, Mr. Paramveer from SIAT. So, welcome to our live show, Paramveer. And you have an exceptional experience. What we were discussing, you worked with High Commission for 11 years. Like, first of all, before starting with your college, I will tell you let's discuss about Canada, where Canada is heading towards, and what are your views on Canada education.
Thanks a lot, Jasmeet, for the opportunity. And as he has rightly said, my name is Paramveer Chakravartty, and I work as the international liaison with Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. So, yes, I have been connected with Canada for 21 years now. Yes, started my connection with Canada by working with one of the federal government programs. Called the Canadian Immigrant Integration Program, which was 100% funded by the federal government, and that actually gave me the pathway to know more about Canada as a country, to explore the country more. I have actually visited all the provinces, all the one of the territories as well, all the 10 provinces, one of the territories. Been to all the major cities. Canada is a beautiful country. It's a huge country. We all know it is the second largest country of the world. And if
Yeah.
you compare Canada's land area to that of India's, generally
Mhm.
speaking, there'll be 3.5 Indias that would be needed to cover the land area of Canada. And still,
Yeah.
Canada as a country will have some space left. And look at the population. Canada's population is
Yes.
just about to touch around 40 million, and India's
Yeah.
is like 1.4 million and increasing altogether.
Delhi would be 40 million.
Yeah, yeah,
NCR will be 40 million, I think
yeah,
so.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. So if
So,
you count
there are
that,
opportunities. The good thing is when I travel across all these provinces, all these cities across Canada, I've seen each and every province, each and every city has something or the other
to
that
offer.
they're offering to either newcomers or all of our international students. Uh, and they have some specialties as well. Population is very, very diverse. And the best part is the country is very much welcoming to be it international students or those who are also moving to Canada on a permanent basis altogether. So that's really, really nice. Very much welcoming country. I know there has been a lot of changes in policies and procedures, but one thing is for sure: if you are able to get a successful study permit, if you're there in Canada, the country is very, very much welcoming altogether. There's no problem altogether.
So definitely, Paramira, I have traveled to 35, 40 countries myself also.
Mm.
So explored every, country because my nature is like I go to a country and I see like I feel the population in Canada is very welcoming, the residents of
Mm.
Canada, because they themselves are immigrant. Mostly
Yeah,
somebody is Italian, somebody is Ukraine, somebody is Romanian, like around the world, around the
exactly.
world. So they were like themselves immigrants, and they know what is needed by newcomers in Canada, and they're
Mm.
very
Mm.
welcoming. And and students, who went like after 2021, I'll tell you, like, the situation went out of control, and Canada government was
Exactly.
not able to control. And I think the past 2 years were actually needed for Canada. No doubt
Yeah,
was needed. Like, but it's kind of an overcorrection. You would agree with me. It's kind of an
I
overcorrection.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of an overcorrection, which hurting the education industry. Yeah, which
Mm.
is like hurting the colleges. And even it's like most of the colleges are public, and we've sent 40,000 students in all the public colleges only, mostly to the
Yeah,
public colleges. So
exactly.
right now those colleges are suffering. They have excellent facilities. I know, I visited Calgary myself, and you guys have an excellent and huge, I think so, maybe 200-acre campus.
Yes, yes.
So
Huge.
huge, and it's in the middle of the city.
Very right there in the heart of the city. Right there in the heart
So
of the city.
I've seen the campus and the buildings and the residences around, I was like, it's in the middle of the city, and huge campus, and the facilities would be amazing there, and the polytechniques and the colleges are offering amazing facilities to the
Mm.
students. Because somebody was discussing like a aerospace program yesterday from some other college, and I told them, like, let's go through a walk through that aerospace program and aviation program, and they'll be teaching you on actual jets. It's not like
Exactly.
It's not like in India, like they'll teach you all the bookish thing, and they'll not, and the quality of education, and you would have heard like there was a quality of education, like Canada top comes in top 3 destinations in quality of education.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I feel like it should improve soon.
Mm,
The success rate for student, and it is improving for good quality students right now. So coming
exactly.
back to Calgary, I have visited Calgary. I know Calgary is a beautiful city, and it's around like there are a lot of tourist spots which are very very famous around Calgary.
Mm.
So tell us more about Alberta,
Yeah.
and Calgary.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, as you have rightly said, yes, SAIT is based out of a province in Canada called Alberta, which is in the western part of Canada. So, on one side of the province, we have the province of Saskatchewan. On the other side, we have British Columbia. Alberta's capital, we all know, is Edmonton, but we are not based out of the capital city of Edmonton. We are based out of the biggest city of Alberta, which is right now also the third largest city of Canada. That's Calgary. Huge city, big city, SAIT's campus, as Jasmeet has rightly mentioned, it is right there in the heart of the city. Calgary right now is growing at a very, very fast pace rate. And the best part is, whenever you go and ask someone in Calgary, where are you from? The answer is, no, I'm not from Calgary. I am either from Ontario or from British Columbia or maybe from India or from somewhere in the world. And when you
Yeah.
ask them the second question, why are you here in Calgary? The answer is it is because of opportunities and growth that we are experiencing here in this particular city altogether. And
Yeah.
the other good thing is the low cost of living. That is also a very good point that I've been hearing a lot altogether.
Yeah.
Quickly, just to give you an idea about the economy right now, Calgary's economy is growing at a very, very fast paced rate.
Mm.
Topmost thing, we all know Alberta as well as Calgary is considered to be the energy hub of Canada because of a lot of petrochemicals, natural gas fields, and related industries. So we have a lot of those kinds of industries that are there in Alberta. It is also sometimes called the Saudi Arabia of Canada as well. Not only
Yeah.
that, Calgary as a city has also grown in other areas. Tech and IT has come up in a big way. Companies like our very own Infosys, Emphasis, IBM, AWS, and a lot of other Canada based and Alberta based IT companies have opened up their branches in Calgary. So there are a lot of jobs in those areas. And again, as
Yeah.
Jasmeet has rightly mentioned, Calgary is also the tourism and hospitality hub of Canada because in and around Calgary, there are a lot of natural beauty. So if you drive for 1.5 hours from Calgary, you'll be in one of the national parks called Banff. 2 hours drive, you can be in Lake Louise. And if you drive for approximately 3 hours, there is another national park called Jasper. And these places are always filled up by domestic and international tourists all year round. So there are again a lot of jobs around those areas, be it hospitality, tourism, culinary, service sector jobs. So there are a lot of those kinds of jobs as well. So again, very, very diverse economy, you name it. We have all kinds of jobs. Tech jobs, engineering jobs, IT, hospitality, service sector jobs. So economy is very, very much booming altogether. Coming
Yeah.
back to
So
the
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, please. Yeah,
No
coming back to
problem.
the cost of living part, I'd definitely like to add that for our prospective students, when you are staying in the province of Alberta, you do not pay provincial sales tax. So anytime you're buying anything, be it a glass of water or a cup of coffee, or in the long term when you plan to buy your house or
Mm.
your car, you are always paying -8 to -9%, which you generally pay in other provinces altogether. I know it is a -10% is nothing on a day-to-day
I
basis,
think
but
it
one
plays a
month
big
or
role.
2 months,
Big role.
yeah, down
Makes
the
big.
line when you sit down and calculate, you will be amazed to see as a student every time you are saving like $600 to $700, which is your disposable income, and with that amount of money, you can do whatever you want to, and that's one of the
See,
reasons why I
if you're
see.
spending $1,000, you're saving $100. It's a big
Yeah,
amount.
yeah, 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 absolutely,
A lot of people come to
absolutely.
shopping to Alberta. A lot
Yeah.
of people do their shopping in Alberta. There's a huge mall in Edmonton, and that's the biggest mall of maybe the side this North America. It's one of the biggest mall. So,
Mm-hmm.
see, and it's beauty all around. Banff, Jasper, Lake Louise are very very beautiful, and Calgary is also a beautiful city. So student taxes plays a very important role when you're going to Alberta, and a lot of people have shifted from other provinces to Alberta.
Mm.
And with I have visited Fort McMurray because we were sending a lot of students to
Mm.
Kianpa College, and Fort McMurray is like an oil town, like you said,
Mm.
Saudi Arabia of
Up there
Canada.
in the north.
Yeah. So there are a lot of it was beautiful, lot of money there. An average household
Mm.
income was 175K.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
So there was a lot of high income groups there. So coming
Mm.
back to SATE, let's discuss about which are the highlight programs of your institute, and
Absolutely.
all programs students can choose.
Right, right. No, no, that's a very, very good question. SAIT, or Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, is one of the oldest polytechnics of Canada. We are a public institution. We were established in the year 1916, which is like 110 years ago. So students who graduate from SAIT, they know about our institution, especially employers know about our institution, which makes a lot of difference altogether. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. So that makes a lot of difference altogether. Uh, there are 8 academic schools at SAIT, and with the help of these 8 academic schools, we are running programs at different levels. So we have 4 years bachelor's degree programs, we have 2 years diploma programs, we have 1 year certificate programs, and we have also started offering bundle programs at a postgraduate level. So we have 1 year bundle programs, as well as, sorry, 1 year's single year PG diploma programs, and 1+1 year bundle programs as well. And as the
Yeah.
name says, SAIT being a tech school, 65 to 70% of our programs are tech-based programs. And we have some very, very good programs and reputed tech programs. You name it, we have all those programs available. You must also be aware that Canada is big on nowadays on trade programs. Students are looking for skill-based and trade-based programs. We have so many of them. We have popular programs like welding engineering technology, welding and fabrication technology, machining technology, transportation and heavy equipment manufacturers technology, which are very, very popular. Be it in electrical as well, we have something called the electrical trade and technology, electrical engineering technology, and all of these are like two years diploma programs with very, very good scope and demand as well.
So
uh,
trade is the future. Yeah, trade is the future right now.
Absolutely, trade is actually the future, and that's where nowadays, skipping the feedback what IRCC is providing us or Canadian government is providing us, we have designed a lot of programs in that regard so that students can apply for those programs, come to SAIT, graduate from SAIT, and get a job related to their occupation altogether.
So there's
Not
a
only that,
student
yeah.
student question. There's a student question. We can take that.
Mm,
So I have done 12th non-medical. My physics
mm.
is 56, chemistry is 82, maths is 43, having overall 63%, and my bands are 6.5. So which is a non-medical student? Which program is best for me? And I should go for bachelor degree or diploma, as in diploma refusals are high. So
Good question. Excellent question. Look,
yeah.
there are a couple of degree programs as well. In fact, SAIT is right now offering around 14 4 years bachelor's degree programs. But out of those 14 programs, there are approximately 3 programs which does not require maths or have low mathematics, or if even if the student have low mathematics score, he or she can go for those degree programs. So we have a BTech program in cyber security that you can think about taking up being a non-medical student. We also have something called a BTech program in software development that you can think about taking up. Or if you feel like hospitality and tourism management bachelor's degree can be something if you want to explore in that area, there are options around that as well. Other than that, with 45 to 46% in grade 12 mathematics, you can also look into our some of our trade-based programs, like machining technology can be a good option for you. That's a 2 years diploma if you're interested on the mechanical side of it. Transportation and heavy equipment can be a good option. Welding and fabrication technology can be a good option. Those are some of the programs that you can definitely go ahead and look into it, and they have very good scope and options altogether.
So,
So yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
so in the last leg, like he asked bachelor degree or diploma. So if you take my advice, so right now I am advising all the students to apply into bachelor degree
Bachelor's,
because
yes.
bachelor degree will have a better visa success rate. But
Mm,
it's not the case that diploma all the students are getting refusal. So if your file is lodged properly and you show financial backing, strong financial backing, the visa success rate is okay. So
absolutely.
it is improving day by day. So how
Mm.
much gap is accepted after 12th or after graduation?
Academic gap is not too much of a problem with us, even if the student has academic gaps. But if you as one of their counselors or guidance counselors feel that you'll be able to make a very good SOP and will be able to satisfy the immigration officer, gap is not a problem with us at SAIT. And so is the case of backlogs. Even if the student has some backlogs but have cleared all the backlogs within the stipulated amount of time, we will be able to accept the student. There won't be a problem with us as well.
So what is the tuition fees for bachelor degree?
Depends on the kind of bachelor's degree the student is planning to apply with us. Like, for example, our popular programs like BTech in computer science engineering, with all these majors, the tuition fees would be somewhere around $28,600, around $28,600 per year. And if the student wants to go for a 4-year program, it will be multiplied by 4, obviously. For the business programs, it will be somewhere around $25 to $26,000. We also have a couple of bachelor's degree programs in civil and construction management. Those are again around 26 to $27,000 per year. So all around that range, 24 to 25 for non-tech or non-IT programs, but tech
Is
would
there
be
any
around.
scholarship for students on these bachelor
Absolutely,
degree?
yes. SAID offers different types of scholarships. We have something called the entrance scholarships that we are offering it to all of our students if they have a decent academic background, and it goes up to $5,000 in the first year itself. So as soon as the student gets an offer from SAID, one of your counselors can get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to offer a scholarship to that student altogether, starting this September, January, and May intake all together. So we have those options available. Not only that, once the student is a current student of ours, every year we run a program called the Global Ambassador Program, wherein we hire approximately 3 to 5 global ambassadors from each country of the world. They will have to apply. The applications open up around June to July or August every year, and then if they get selected, they become one of our brand ambassadors, and they will be representing the institution at different levels. But we don't want to do it free of cost. It is a 1-year assignment for that student, and the student will be eligible to get a scholarship of approximately $5,000 per year. If it gets extended, he will get more as well. The third type of scholarships that we also have is called athletic scholarship. SAIT has got a very, very popular and very old sports team called the Trojans. If the student is good in any kind of sports other than cricket, we will be, and if he is able to make it to one of our, becomes one of our team members at the Trojans, we'll be again happy to give him a scholarship of around $4,500 as well. So at
Yeah.
SAIT, there are different ways by which you can earn scholarships. And not only that, there are different ways as well. If you're a very good student, if you're able to get into the President's Award, there are some scholarships in that area. I already mentioned SAIT has 8 academic schools. So all these schools also run some merit-based scholarships. So if the student is doing his or her classes and keeping himself or herself up to date with all the things that are happening at SAIT, technically speaking, he can save up to 25 to 30% of his total fees with scholarships altogether. So if he's smart enough, he can do that altogether. But other than that, yes, entrance scholarships are available more or less for each and every student once they get an offer letter and they're ready to start their opportunities with state altogether.
So is another question like I completed my plus two and I'm interested in business program. Which course would you recommend for better career opportunities?
Look, in business, if I tell you about our postgraduate diploma eligible programs, again, as Jasmeet has rightly mentioned, we have 7 4 years bachelor's degrees available. So you can go for BBA in financial services or accounting. Fintech is something which is doing very good rounds with very good job opportunities. Fintech is financial innovation and technology. So it's that finance and tech part coming together. We also have BBA programs specializing in marketing management, in supply chain management, in human resource management. You name it, we have all the specializations available. On the other end, if you feel like no, 4 years degree would be a lot of time, a lot of investment, we also have two years diploma programs. But I would always suggest to go for business administration, supply chain management 2 years diploma, because right now that is the only program available which is at a diploma level, which is PGWP eligible. So
Yeah.
again, 8 different options from the School of Business, and all of them are PGWP eligible. Just speak to one of our counselors at Landmark, and he or she will be able to find the right program for you, and you can put in an application for the upcoming September 2026 intake.
Yeah. There's another student, Nishant. He says he has 86% in 10th,
Wow.
waiting for his 12th result, expecting 60%. And I'm from non-medical background. I'm confused about program computer science is good for me. I am concerned about PR and my study also.
That's a great question. 80% in grade 10th and expecting 60% in grade 12. Again, depending on your results, we have a lot of opportunities and options. You asked about IT. Computer science is doing very good, especially in Calgary, because at the beginning of the presentation, I told you there are a lot of IT companies who are constantly hiring IT professionals. In fact, if you ask me, 8 to 10 years ago, there were hardly any IT programs with us at SAIT. But once these IT companies started opening up their branches, they actually gave us the feedback that we need more and more IT professionals. So you need to have more and more IT programs. And that's when we started exploring and having more and more programs. So right now, all of our IT graduates are able to get jobs within 1 month or as soon as they complete the program altogether. So you can definitely explore our bachelor's degree IT programs and our 2 years diploma in IT programs, be it software development, information technology services, or cybersecurity. We also have some para IT programs, like we call them interactive design programs, specializing in graphic design, UI UX design, website design and development. They're also two years program. On the other end, with a 60% in non-medical, if you feel like, okay, IT is something which is great, but I would like to study something which is core engineering or core tech based, I would also recommend you to go to our website and look into our very popular programs at SAIT, like environmental technology, which is a 2 years diploma, very high in demand with 100% graduate employment rate. You can also look for programs like electrical engineering technology. Electronics engineering technology is also very high in demand these days, with a lot of blue chip and chip related companies, networking related work happening in Calgary. If you want, you can also look for mechanical engineering technology. That's PGWP eligible. Or if you have your interest in aircraft maintenance, avionics, we have programs like aircraft maintenance engineers technology, 2 years diploma, avionics technology, 2 years diploma, or transportation and heavy equipment manufacturers technology as well. And last but not the least, civil is something which we kind of tend to ignore here in India, thinking that civil is at the lowest level. But in Canada, especially in Calgary, it's the other way around. Calgary,
Yeah.
as I mentioned, is growing at a very fast paced rate. They need a lot of civil engineers. Every year when I go to Calgary, I see there's a new block that has developed. There are a lot
A
of
lot
new
of
buildings
construction.
that are coming. Yeah. So they need construction managers. They need
I saw a video. I saw a video. So they say there's a lot of job scarcity right now in Canada,
mhm,
and they're not able to find construction workers right now. And
mhm.
previously, like a person was telling, like I saw a video, like he came to Canada in 1993. And he said like that time also there was a correction this kind, like they do for in Canada a lot of people were not coming, and the construction supervisors or the contractors will come to their home begging them to do work.
Yeah, exactly.
So and
Exactly.
he says that time has come again.
Hmm.
Right now we are not finding construction workers at all.
Hmm.
So he says like the correction has done that thing, and I can tell you, I can vouch for it. A lot of businesses are unable to find qualified job people.
Absolutely,
A lot
absolutely.
of jobs are there right now. So, and then he says there's another question. I'm waiting for my passport and my IELTS result and 12th result also. So, can I
Hmm.
apply for conditional offer letter?
You can, but you need to have your passport. That's the
Yeah,
minimum criteria. If you
yeah,
submit your predicted score, we'll be able to give you a conditional offer letter. If you even submit the screenshot of a upcoming booking date of your
IELTS.
IELTS, we'll be able to give you conditional offer letter. That's not a problem. But passport is the minimum requirement. The
Yeah,
moment you get
Nishant,
your
you can
passport,
come to your office and you can register.
yeah,
And I think the passport is coming in 10 days. So when you
perfect,
come
perfect,
for passport, and then we can get you a conditional offer letter. And a
absolutely.
lot of good programs what Paramveer has discussed for you, and they're all job oriented programs, Nishant.
Hmm.
So is there a
Great.
BSc nursing in SAT?
Say it does not have a BSc nursing available for international students right now, but we have a School of Health and Public Safety, which offer a lot of innovative health programs. So
Yeah.
we have programs like medical lab technology, nuclear medicine technology, respiratory therapy assistant, rehab therapy assistant. So a lot of these kinds of new age programs that we have, nuclear medicine technology. So these are all two years diploma.
Hmm.
Pharmacy assistant. So we do not have a nursing program, but alternatively there are a lot of other programs that you can definitely go and explore from our School of Health and Public Safety altogether. And all
So
of them
there
are
are
PGW eligible.
Yes, yes, yes. So one thing more, can you tell me what are the entry requirements for diploma, entry requirements for bachelor degree, and entry requirement for PG diplomas and certificates?
Absolutely. I'll give you a generic overview because it also depends on program to program.
Yeah,
Most of our programs, if they are non-tech programs, will accept them with 50% grade 12, 50% in grade 12 English, and 50% in grade 10 maths, with academic IELTS of overall 6, no band less than 6. So our academic IELTS remains the same across the board. Doesn't matter whether you're applying for a PG diploma or a bachelor's degree. It's overall 6, no band less than 6. Uh, there are some tech programs like mechanical engineering technology or electrical or electronics where we generally ask for 60% in grade 12 with 60% in grade 12 physics, chemistry, maths, because these are engineering programs. So you need to have a science background for that. Uh, I'll also tell you this is the highlight. There are around 7 to 8 programs which does not require mathematics in grade 12, in spite of those programs being tech programs. So we have a 2 years diploma program called software development, which does
hmm.
not require mathematics in grade 12, which means students from any background who have a knack towards IT or want to build up a career in IT can go and apply to them. There is a 2 year program called Information Technology Services, which does not require mathematics in grade 12. We also have a 2 year program called Graphic Design, no maths, no portfolio required in grade 12. We also have UI UX design, no maths, no portfolio required. And then there is a fifth program called Website Design and Development, again, no maths and no portfolio required. Other than that, we have a 2 years program. That's a non-tech program called Early Childhood Education, 2 years diploma, no maths required. Early childhood education certificate also does not require mathematics in grade 12. And other than that, as I've already mentioned, there are 3 bachelors, a BTech in cybersecurity, a BTech in software development, and a bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism management, 4 years, which also does not require mathematics in grade 12.
One was
Coming to
cybersecurity, one was hospital and hospitality. Third was
software development, BTech, 4 years. And coming to our postgraduate diploma programs, again, we right now have around 14 postgraduate diploma programs, which are PGWP eligible,
yeah.
out of which like 7 of them are in IT. There is one in petroleum. There is one in GIS. So most of the programs require students to have around 60% in bachelor's degree with academic IELTS of overall 6, no band less than 6. If I tell you about the IT programs, if the student even has got a BCA 3 years degree or a BSc computer science 3 years degree, we'll be able to accept them for our PG programs like data analytics, integrated artificial intelligence, or cybersecurity for control systems, those kinds of new age programs. 3 years bachelor's degree is also accepted altogether. The other good thing is, if you have a student who has done a 2 years, who has just completed 2 years BTech degree in computer science from India, from one of the engineering institutions, but doesn't want to continue here in India, is looking for a credit transfer kind of thing, they can also join us in our third year of BTech in computer science, either in software development and cybersecurity. So that's a very good option as well. Same thing if a student has done a 2 years bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism management after grade 12, wants to join the third year, they can also join that as well. So that's a very good option. And last but not the least, I'd also like to highlight about two of our applied degrees, which are doing very good rounds here. Which again, dear students, you can also listen to them. We have a applied technology degree for 2 years in petroleum engineering, and we have an applied technology degree in geographical information systems. These programs may not be very high in demand in other provinces, but in our province, which is Alberta, they are very, very high in demand, and students get well paid jobs. So, because they are applied degrees, any student who has done a relevant bachelor's degree will be eligible to apply for the program. So, for the petroleum engineering program, if a student has completed a bachelor's degree in either mechanical or chemical or petrochemical or related areas, or if a student has just done a 3 years bachelor's degree with honors in chemistry or physics, they will all be eligible to apply for the petroleum engineering program. Very good program, very beautifully designed program, because though it is a 2 year program, first year student will just be doing their classroom studies. Second year, they will be doing two co-ops back to back. Now, a lot of students may also come and ask, okay, will they be paid co-ops or not?
Yeah.
I cannot guarantee, but looking at the history, when a student from a petroleum engineering background is working for in a petroleum refinery and doing his internship or co-op, generally they are well paid co-ops. So that's a big, big, big plus point. 2 years of education gives you 3 years of work permit, but the student starts earning from the second year itself, because the student does two co-ops in the second year, no classes, nothing at all. So that's a very good thing altogether. And same with GIS. Nowadays, GIS is not only used for designing of mapping of roads and things like that. GIS nowadays is used for in agriculture sector, in forestry sector, in environmental areas, weather related areas. So there is a lot of demand for GIS tech people or GIS specialist people in Alberta. And you can offer it to anybody, any students who have done a bachelor's degree in agriculture, forestry, or maybe geography, geology. They can all go for this 2 years applied degree with the same concept. First year just education, second year two co-ops back to back, and they will be able to get that 3 years of postgraduate thing as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So, entry requirements we have discussed, highlight programs. We've discussed a lot of highlight programs in your institute. We've discussed programs which does not require math also.
Yeah.
There's 7 to 8 programs. Scholarship we have discussed, and there is no backlog issue. There is no
No.
gap issue. So there is no backlog and there is no back issue. And and it's a employer centric, because it's the only public institute in Calgary, or there's another also.
No, there are a couple of others as well. In Calgary, we have like Boveli is there,
Yeah.
which is one of the popular ones in
Yeah.
Calgary. But Boveli is a college. We are a polytechnic, right?
Yeah.
So, and we are huge. We are humongous altogether. So
Yeah.
people know more about us, and our
So tell us
programs are
something
also
about
very, very
the
different.
on-site accommodation, Paramveer. Sorry,
No, absolutely, absolutely. So our main campus comprises of 22 buildings.
Yeah.
It is so big that we have a metro station inside the main campus by the name of SIAT. So it doesn't matter wherever you are staying as a student, east, west, north, or southern part of the city, you can just hop on to the next metro and you'll be right there. Within 20 minutes, you'll be right there in the main campus. Having said that, We have our own on-campus accommodations available. There are two 22-floor buildings which are available on campus, and students can definitely apply for a campus residences. And there are different options. We have like 1 BHKs available, which are bigger ones. We have
Mm.
studio apartments, which have we have 2 BHKs and 4 BHKs, which student can share as well. So again, opportunities are available. Once you apply, once you are confirmed student with us, you can get in touch with us. We can put you in touch with the residence department, and they can help you find a accommodation. But having said that, what I've also seen students from this part of the world, they would, because accommodation is generally not too much of a problem in Calgary, and it's still very much within the range. Two, three friends would come together, and they would rent an apartment and stay together. In fact, PG options are also available. So those options are also available as well. So accommodation is generally not too much of a problem here in the city of Calgary.
Mm. Great, great. So, my last question would be like, what kind of students are getting facilities like international students when they arrive? What
Mhm.
kind of facilities do they get? Initial days. So, is there a team? Because first year is really, really important, and I ask this question everyone. So, what kind of facility your college is offering them academically, personally, professionally?
No, no, that's a very, very good question and very important from our, students' point of view, because they are not only moving to a new city, they are moving to a new country altogether, and which
Yeah,
can sometimes be overwhelming.
yeah.
The first things first, we have a full-fledged working international center. Our
Mm,
international center works day in and day out with different kinds of professionals within the center. So we
mm,
have a lot of RCICs working at the international center. If students have any queries or concerns around, their visa part, passport part, and things like that, they can speak to them, whether it's, applying for extension of visas, or in the long term applying for PGWP. They have all those support available. If they
mm,
need any, if they have any kind of issues with their education or need support with anything, I'd always recommend and tell our students to go to the international center, meet one of the advisors who will be able to help them, or at least redirect them to the right kind of areas altogether. Other than that, SAIT support services are excellent, which generally starts from the airport itself. So there are a lot of airport services available. Once the student is there in the campus, attends the orientation, school-specific support services are also there. And SAIT has something called SAITSA. SAITSA is SAIT Student Association, which is again very good. They run different types of clubs to support our students, to help our students out. So again, as soon as you are there, please speak to someone at SEITSA, join one of the clubs. They can be quite helpful and beneficial as well. A lot of alumni are a part of SEITSA. They can also help you and guide you and give you the right kind of advice. SAIT also has got its full-fledged career and employment wing, which works day in and day out to help students find work on their resumes, cover letters, help them find internships, or even part-time jobs as well. Our SAIT campus is so big. What I've seen, there are a lot of international students who'd work within our main campus itself. So our international students are working in the dining center of the residence. A lot of international student centers, students are working in campus security. Some students are working in the international center itself. So again, uh, very important, just do your classes, look into the notice board, look into the openings, and take advantage. There are services available. You get complimentary public transportation services. It is a part of the fees as well, so you can use the public transportation systems as many times as you want to within the city of Calgary. Your health insurance is covered. In fact, your dental insurance is also covered, which is a part of the fees that you pay at state altogether. So excellent support facilities. I have been personally working with SAID for more than 6 years now, and in this last 6 years, I have not seen a student writing to me or complaining me that, "Hey Param, where have you sent me? There is no support available, or I'm not able to get any kind of part-time jobs, or there is issues in accommodation." No, no, no. It has always been the other way around. Whenever I visit the campus 1 or 2 times a year, I meet some of the current student, and the feedback that I receive is actually very great. And SAIT has always had this motto in mind right from the beginning. it has never looked into too much of quantity. It has always looked into quality. So even if we have limited number of students, quality is something that we always prefer, and that's one of the reasons 96% of our students love studying at SAID, and they always have left a very good and very positive feedback after having graduated from SAID altogether.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. In the end, it is one more question we missed. Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is the
sure.
initial deposit for the PAL?
Look, up to now, we have been issuing the PAL as soon as you get the offer letter. So that's not an issue. But to get the LOA, the initial deposit would be $3,500. $3,500. The
Yeah.
moment you pay that $3,500 within the deadline date, your seat is confirmed with us, and then we understand. Like SAIT also understands that most of our students applied for study loans, and it can take a lot of time for them. The rest of the fees, once you have paid that $3,500 and confirmed your seat with us, the rest of the amount can be paid as late as 1 month before the intake starts. So there is a deadline. It can be, obviously you will not be waiting for that long because you will have to apply for your visa. But SAID is very clear on that. Just pay $3,500, confirm your seat, and the rest of the amount can be paid after a month or a couple of months or whenever it is ready, and then you can start with your process of getting a visa. And PALs are available. That's not an issue. We have been issuing PALs to all the students, so that PAL is not an issue
So
as
what
of now.
is I have another question. Like somebody's onshore and they want to
Mm.
take your 1 year ECE. So do they require English? Do they require IELTS if they've completed an Canadian degree or Canadian diploma?
If they have completed a Canadian diploma or if they've studied in Canada for 2 years, then the language is waived off. But
Mm,
otherwise, we'll need IELTS or
mm,
Duolingo or some or other kind of language score which is valid.
mm,
On the other hand, if the student has studied in CBSE or ICSE or Cambridge Board from grade 1 to grade 12, then the language requirements is completely waived off. And it doesn't matter whether the student is based out of India or
mm,
Canada or wherever.
mm. So it's been a very, very informative session, and our session went to 42 minutes.
Yeah,
Normally, I try to end in 30, 35 minutes. But it was
yeah,
really, really informative and really interesting, Paramveer, and you explained it very, very well. And there were like lot of queries. My queries are also solved because they're more close to 250 institutes we represent across the globe.
I know.
We have 16 offices across India, and there is no processing fees. So my last question will be: are you giving an application fee waiver, or there is an application fees?
That's a very, very good question and a very important question as well, Jasmeet. You are very, very right. SAIT is now giving out application fee waivers. We have been doing it for last 3, 4 months, and it's still going on.
Yeah.
So if you think SAIT is the right institution for you, please visit one of the branches at Landmark. Please take your counseling and apply to us at the earliest, because we are still open for September, January, and we have recently opened up our May intake. The app fee waivers are still on, and it will
Yeah.
go on till the end of this month. So please take advantage of them.
So no app fee, no processing fees, free career
Yes,
guidance. You can talk to me. I am visiting all my branches, every alternate day. Tomorrow I am going to be in Amritsar. So if you are near about Amritsar, you can come and meet me. And then next week I'll be in Delhi and then Gujarat branches also. So you can meet me there also in Gujarat branches and Delhi. And if you want to have a session with Paramveer, then we can make you
yes.
talk to Paramveer also for if you have any doubt. So thank you so much, Paramveer, for an excellent session. And we had a very, very good session today, and a lot of knowledge for Canada, Alberta, Calgary was given. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Jasmeet, for again giving Said this opportunity to come online or come live and have this discussion. I'm sure students from across India will benefit from this session. But as Jasmeet has rightly said, if you have anything that you want to ask me in person, over the phone, I'm just a call away, and I'll be more than happy to help you with all your queries and concerns.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Right.